Here a complete recap of the first 6 episodes of the newly released anime named Solo Leveling. Let's jump into it. Sung Jin-Woo, a complete useless young man, live in a world in which portals appears from nowhere and become under attack of mystical creature from another dimension or word. So, people divided into toe categories. First ones are called hunters, and the others called normal. Hunters themselves are divided into 6 ranks, by their mana power from S rank, the most powerful to E, the weakest ones. Our looser protagonist, Sung-Woo, due to having a lazy ass and need a huge money, came to conclusion that should take the hunter's test, obviously just like anime typical. He came out by worthless rank. Sorry, I mean E rank. As the anime goes forward, we understand that all hunters called our protagonist the worthless hunter of all the weakest one. And I wonder why. Long story short, the others only accept Sung out of sympathy or load career because he has neither ability nor courage to fight the monsters. The scene goes forward by entering a group of hunters along with Sung into a E-rank dungeon. And don't be surprised if you find their noble cause, which is looting the it instead of saving humanity. As it is predicted, in tunnels, Sung-Woo has faced with goblins and they take the shit out his lazy-ass body. But he is fortunate to has a healer on his side, whom revive him from brink of death. The team must find and kill the dungeon boss in order to complete their task. But instead, they have found a second path in the main tunnel and choose to go in by a democratic decision. You hear it foolish. Made by all team members. So, at the end of it, they have found a hall with some gigantic statues in it, along with a description carved out of a stone plate. Don't bother yourselves, fellows, they trapped and trashade as fucking it. Meanwhile, suddenly Sung's brain get activated for the first time in his shitty, miserable, sad life, found out that they must worship the god. Believe me, guys. At the end, out of 6 remaining members, 5 of them have escaped, and guess who remain behind? Yes, the useless, ugly Sung-Woo. He stabbed to the death multiple times, and by his last breath, such as a typical loser, begged for the second chance to live. Out of darkness, and I don't know why, he woke up in hospital with no injury. Imaginos, guys, if we pray for anything, God will kick us in the ass. So, after a lifetime watching anime, I came to conclusion that in order to granting the wishes by God, we have to be lazy, shitty, and pathetic as fuck. Never mind. Let's continue the recap. Not only he revived, but he gains the ability to level up by each fight, just like a computer game. It means he can transform from the shit into gold. It is not fair. But now, he become more useful and starting a 6-pack abs and muscular shapes which attract any girl around him to fill his mighty body. He also can upgrade his abilities by each level he gains up. No wondering he transformed to a Giga Chad, and now we can call him protagonist. Oh my bad. I forget to mention that he can see a chat box in the air that no one else can see, and this chat box give him daily tasks, as well as personal fighting dungeons, with badass bosses as well as high-value loots. As it's predictable, day after day, he fight and practice and increase his level. At the moment, we are not sure how this kind of ability has given to him or who has given it. But it is what it is. By this ability, he finally gathers his all courage and joined a C-rank group to loot a real C dungeon because he has to pay for his family expenses, including his mom illness and his sister's school, along with house rent and food. But as a humble protagonist, he accepts the job as workhorse to carry the bags and not engaging in fights, just as we expect it. The other do the job, and now they are going for the dungeon boss, which is a ugly, nasty spider, which has its home full of precious stones. But truth came out of the blue and revealed that the original team have planning to trap him and his wealthy companion there to die. As now on, Sung-Woo say some ballsy talks and kill the spider, and after that get a mission from his chat box to kill the traitors. And after some though, he kill them all in a blink of an eye.
駆られる覚悟ができてるはずだよなって聞いてんだ。
ドンソクさん、俺がやります。なあ兄さん、状況把握ができてないようだな。駆られる覚悟だ。生きった永久ごときに何ができるってんだ。人類最弱。
This is it until the end of episode 6 of Solo Leveling anime series. Stay tuned for the future's episodes. And if you like this type of contents, subscribe to channel to see and not miss our future recaps.